Right, here we go, guys and girls, back with another tactics video. This is a very attacking tactic, as you can see. We're going 4-1-5, and let's see how we can do with this. We've got an attack, advance forward on attack. Two of them, they're going to stay wide and mark the fullbacks, because I need to get some sort of defending into this tactic as well. We've got deep line forward on support. He's going to mark a DM in the centre. Attacking midfielder on support. Two of them, they're going to mark the midfielders. As you can see, a very attacking front five that will link together quite nicely. So I think once I put players into this, it will look quite a pretty tactic, potentially, for want of a better word. DM on support there with 3 extra additional instructions. 2 inverted wing backs on support, 2 ball player defenders on defend, and a sweep keeper on attack. So we're looking to create that kind of 2-3, I suppose, almost, when we've got possession, with the kind of advanced forwards given that width. We've got a positive mentality. Play our defence low crosses, work the ball in the box, high tempo and wide. In transition, we'll roll it out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. And then out of possession, we've got a higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line. Trigger press much more often, prevent the goalie distribution, get stuck in and step up more. We want to try and close that gap between the midfield to the attacking midfielders on support, which is why we want to just step up as much as we can. This is how we did in the season. Knocked out in the semi-final of the Spanish Cup, 4th round as well by Las Palmas. Disappointing, knocked out the group stage of the Champions League, but we finished 3rd in the league and we were only 2 points behind Real Madrid and Barcelona. Now I think that's not a bad season. We had too many draws, lost the least amount of games, which is kind of surprising. Nobody in the players' stats apart from Molina, I think it was, with yellow cards. Got 90 goals, conceded 4. We've had a decent season with this tactic. I thought we could get battered just because we're too attacking, but not too bad. We got most goals, 3rd for most shots. We were 5th for fewest shots against. We're not in best pass completion, I suppose, because it's quite attacking. Although we're 2nd in average possession, so we're winning the ball back quickly then, and then just having a go at teams by the looks of it. We're not in the most tackles won because we've got the ball. Dribbles made, we're not there. We're not there in clean sheets as well, yet we're joint 5th. We are 5th outright, with fewest conceded. We're conceding 1, maybe 2, aren't we, each game, but done really well, I think, there. We didn't do any transfers. It's just a tactics video. What I might do is I might keep going with this team while I just show you some of the stats for the players and turn it into a save, like an attacking save for Atletico Madrid, because normally under Simeone they were incredibly defensive and nobody really wants to see that type of football. So let me know if you want to see that. Obviously, please remember to like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the content. Give this tactic a go. If I do turn into a save, which I think I'm likely to do, I'm going to try and tweak this tactic and see if I can improve it. So hopefully we can make this tactic even better. And obviously, if there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know. I am working on a kind of a narrow tactic, very attacking, with like 6 players almost up front. So that could be a bit mental. Hopefully you'll see that soon. And thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Guys and girls, back with the next, season 2 now of the Atletico Madrid save. We decided to follow on from the tactics video, which I brought out, I think it was on Thursday. So if you haven't seen that, go back and have a look at it. But yeah, I just thought I quite enjoyed that tactic, and I thought let's keep going with this incredibly attacking Atletico Madrid tactic, showing you a little bit of gameplay so you can see how attacking it is. And I thought it was a nice sort of contrast to the defensive style of football that Simeone plays all the time. Interesting to see how far we can take this Atletico Madrid team. Hopefully win some leagues, win some European trophies. That would be nice, but we'll see. Maybe getting ahead of ourselves, especially with Calvert-Lewin up front, but there we go. Nice little finish there for 1-0. Please remember to like and subscribe as well. I hope you're enjoying the content. Hope you're liking the tactics, actually. If you're giving them a go, let me know how you're getting on. I'm starting to bring out a few slightly stranger tactics, I suppose. I think I don't know, I'm enjoying having fun, I suppose, with these weird tactics. I'm trying one at the moment, which hopefully you'll see in a few weeks with Sunderland, with like a narrow kind of, it's like a 3-1-3-3 tactic. Again, very attacking and seemed to work really well. So as you can see, we are 1-1 here against Arsenal. 67th minute, they're building up in the back, but we're putting on a lot of pressure. He's trying to. But we have more players closing down than this, actually. I do have it where like my forwards are kind of dropping in to mark people, so I suppose that it isn't like a full-blown press, which has maybe let us down in that situation. But I think throughout the course of a season, to try and not concede too many goals, I think it works better, to be honest, to have them like marking specific positions at times, which is what I've kind of tried to do, which I'll show you a bit later in the video, so stay tuned for that so you can see the tactic. As you can see, we've got in extra time here, 92nd minute against Arsenal. They're building up from the back again, nice, slow, we don't mind that. Koke stepped in. It's the thing as well with Atletico Madrid. I love Felix. The Smith Rowe, we loaned Smith Rowe this season, the insight into that. I think he fits this kind of team very well, actually. He's a hard-working player. But what the other sort of challenge it's going to be as well, Atletico Madrid, when Calvert-Lewin there scores the third and final goal of this game, is the ageing squad as well. So we've got to kind of revitalise that, look to bring in some young players. We've got players like Koke and Griezmann, just to name a few. There's a lot of others I just can't think of at the moment. Smith Rowe in again. 105th minute. We're in the 113th minute now. Arsenal once again kind of slow build up. Samu Omarodian's in. It's wide. Fortunate. Trying to give him some game time. Hopefully he'll develop as well. So I have seen where he does get really good. As you can see, we had 17 shots, 5 on target with a 2.98 XG, 57% possession. You can see the tactic is very attacking. Worked well. Definitely a better team. And if you've probably seen, it's Champions League, 31st of May. That was the Champions League final. We won the Champions League and we won the Spanish Cup by beating Barcelona 2-1. Brilliant second season there with Atletico Madrid. Sean Simeone, you don't have to go super defensive. As you can see, we've got no debt, so that's really good. 66 million in the bank, a 500 grand wage budget. Looking very good. Take you through some of the signings we made. Karim Kanate coming mid, a lot of signings actually. Kanate came in, I think he's a very good player for 12.75 million. Diamonde has come in for 37.5 up to 41.5. Smith Rowe on loan. Not sure if I'll make it permanent, but I just like that he's good on the ball, but also really hard working. Got Moritz Kjaergaard, who we turned into a left back. We were struggling for a left back, and then bit of a mistake by me when signing players, but he turned into a very, very good left back. Antonio Silva came in. Seawald, who I just showing you there, for 48 million. Gyökeres, a very, very good player as well, for 33 million. Well, 27.5 to 33 million. And then we had a bit of fun because more players cropped up. Upamecano came up for 29 million. I can't turn that down. Then Ivan Toney came for 20.5 million. Calvert-Lewin for 22, which I think is a steal for those two. And Giovanni Simeone. We needed strikers. We're playing 3 up front. We wanted a lot of competition there because actually we sold Griezmann, as you probably see there. But Sionchu went out on loan. Lozano went at Elche. Depay went, another striker. 75 million. Javi Glamour for 9.5. Griezmann there, like I mentioned, for 45.5 million. Someone who's 32 or 33. Then Vermeeren went, who looks like could be decent, but 11 million, I think is good money for him. Again, we saw loads and loads of players. Who do we start with here? Jose Jimenez went to Saudi, 18.75 million. That's it. Ronaldo, 12 million. Aspilicueta was going on a free anyhow, so we got a little bit of money to send him early. Saved 2 weeks of wages as well. So Thomas Lemar went to Man United for 32 million. He's a decent player, but 29. Like I say, they're just overhauling this old squad. A lot of freebies went in. Witsel, Paulista, a few of the youngsters. Savic went. Marcus Llorente went for 33 million. And the UFC 24 fans, I know you're brilliant at the start of the game. Saul went for 14.25 million. Alvaro Morata went for 36.5 million. Again, just old, 32. Correa went for 34.5 million. Again, 30-year-old. Just getting good money for some of these old players. Barrios, 7.75 million. Riquelme for 20.5 million. It keeps going. Lots of loan players. Giuliano Simeone of Bologna for 1.9 million. Few youngsters like Paulo Garces who aren't going to play. I think he might Atletico Madrid B team. But we probably, spent something like 16, 17 million less than what we brought in. And we've overhauled the squad, made it a lot younger. I think improved it. That might be debatable, but definitely in the long run we've improved it. And the fact that we won the Champions League and the Spanish Cup, that kind of shows, definitely improved it. Just showing you what some of the people have done lots of goals here. Canate with 18, Simeone 17, Gyökeres 14, De Paul 14 with 13 assists, Calvert-Lewin 11, Diamonde with 10, Smith-Rowe with 10, sharing the goals around. João Felix 7 goals, 16 assists. Sewell and Canate got 10 assists each. Sewell didn't even score. But fantastic season. Third in the league, and knocked out the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. As shown you, won the Spanish Cup, won the Champions League. But yeah, third in the league, quite a way off Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's the next kind of challenge, isn't it? Can we build on that, get closer to them like we were last year? We've obviously stayed similar in our league form to last year. They've kicked on. And unsurprisingly, they're probably two of the best teams on this game. I would argue Real Madrid have got the best team in this game. Maybe Man City, but yeah, between those two, they scored 118 goals. Real Madrid scored 105. We scored 90, only conceding 39. So I think we performed very well. Definitely best of the rest, which you'd expect, but you wouldn't expect a Champions League win and the Spanish Cup, I suppose. And this is the thing with this tactic. It looks quite pretty, I suppose, but I think it just shows that all of those front five are knitted together quite well. So we've got three pressing forwards on attack. The two wide ones are going to stay wider and mark the fullbacks. The middle pressing forward marks the DM. We've got two attacking midfielders on support, a ball-winning defender on defend, a ball-winning midfielder, on defend. Two inverted wing-backs on support. Like I say, we turned Kjærgaard into a left-back, which never played there before, but I just thought he has decent stats for it, apart from marking and maybe a bit of positioning, but I think he seemed to play really well there. Two ball playing, depends on defence, sweep keeper on attack with positive mentality, and then in possession with play out of defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, be more disciplined, high tempo, wide. Being more disciplined obviously might be a bit weird for an attacking tactic, but just so that we do defend quite well. The fact that we only conceded 39 goals, I think it worked. In transition rollout, just be quickly counter and counter press and out of possession. For a high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, get stuck in, step up more, trigger press much more often and prevent the goalie distribution. It works well. It's very central focused, it is very attacking, but does seem to work. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'm going to continue with this Atletico Madrid save and hopefully win some more trophies. Wish me luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Back with the next Atletico Madrid. This is episode 3 or season 3. I'm taking you through a little bit of gameplay to start with. As you can see, we absolutely destroyed Legans, I think they're called. Not the best team in Spain, but a really good performance. So I thought I'd just show you a bit of this to start the video off. And please remember to like and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the content. If there's anything you want to see, just let me know. If there's any sort of different tactics you want to see, or if you've tried any of my tactics, let me know how you get on. But I am enjoying this Atletico Madrid save. I think it's interesting how attacking we've gone and that it's working. I would say it's working. We haven't won the league yet. I think we finished third in the first season and third in the second season. If you haven't seen those videos, go back and have a look at them. But we're getting better. We won the Champions League last season, which is a brilliant result, and we won the Spanish Cup. So we are winning things. We are playing well. I think there's potential with this team, with the signings that we're making, the younger signings we're doing, refreshing this Atletico Madrid team, and potential with the tactic, actually, even though it is very attacking. Stay tuned for that. I will take you through the tactic and the little tweaks that I've made to it, because I am probably going to just tweak it here and there each season or so, just to see if I can get it better. But as you can see, we got Darvic going down there over to Kjaergaard, the guy we made into a left back who should be attacking midfielder or even a striker, I think. And he's actually really good at left back, strangely. I suppose it helps he's 6'3", though. He's good in the air. I think that helps actually as well when you've got like a pressing tactic. You've got sort of big and quick defenders. You can just cover 1v1 a lot easier. Ivan Toney with a lovely penalty like he normally does in real life. That calm finish, putting the keeper the wrong way. Doesn't look at the ball, just looks at the keeper. So let's be honest, I would miss kick the ball if I try to do that. Definitely. A corner here with Seawald, another one of our signings who's doing really well for us. Headed there, Ignacio. A little insight, I think, into who we signed this summer. Otto Molina, who's been there since the start. Calvert-Lewin, Diamande. So we've reshaped this squad a lot. I mean, Ivan Toney, Calvert-Lewin, not with you'd say the best sort of top tier players, but really, really good players. Toney and Calvert-Lewin fit well into the system, I think, because we're playing pressing forwards, and we need those forwards to be hard working, good teamwork, ethic to them, because defensively it probably would be even more of a struggle if they didn't have those kind of qualities. So that's what I was looking for a little bit when I went and signed them. I'm Toney down the right here, back to Molina, into Seawall, back to Toney. Lovely finish. I'm going to check it for offside, but I'm assuming it was onside, considering the amount of goals we scored in this game. I mean, I know Legan's got a player sent off, but I don't think he got sent off till about 75th, 80th minute or something. Maybe before that. Might have been about the 70th minute. But yeah, we're all over them. They haven't got a man sent off yet, and we've just scored another goal. A brilliant free kick, by the way, from Seawald. Not something I really bought him for. Bought him because he can kind of cover in midfield and at right back, and he's incredibly hardworking. Young as well, so I thought he'd stick with the team for a while. Gyökeres into Calvert-Lewin. Lovely goal. Sort of volley cross onto a header. Brilliant stuff. João Felix whipping that in. João Felix still around, really good player. Just a shame he doesn't work harder, because I think that'll just mean his consistency's a lot better and he's just involved in the game more. I suppose it's true as to real life with him, isn't it? Like, such a talent, but can he keep being a talent over 90 minutes, a full 90 minutes of the game, or a full season? He shows those flashes of brilliance, but then goes missing a little bit. But he's still quite young, I think, as well, so I think he could be a talent for Atletico Madrid in real life, or if he goes elsewhere, you can get the kind of right attitude out of him. There's no Darvic from Barcelona, who is a fantastic young player. We had to bring him in when I realised he was available. If you can get him as well, I think for most teams, if you can get Darvic or the Argentinian lad, Mastantuono, the youngster, two just guaranteed wonder kids who are going to get to world-class level. So definitely bring them in if you can. Obviously there's others, like Lamine Yamal, but chances of him leaving Barcelona are incredibly slim. Whereas Darvic seems to. They don't seem to play him. Gans trying to get in the 83rd minute. I think that's their first goal. I think that's 8-1 already. Wonder if they bag another one. Calvert-Lewin trying to get down the left. Lose out, wins it back though. Into Gyökeres, over to Simeone. Lucky. Nice to have another Simeone at Atletico Madrid. Although I'm glad it's not Diego, because I can't stand him, to be honest. His defensive tactics, the way he goes on the sidelines, God, he must be a nightmare to play for, I think. But I could be wrong, maybe the players love him. I don't know enough about that, to be fair. Yeah, man, it would do my head in if I was having to play football and he was my manager. Lena back to Team Monday, just controlling the game as well. It's actually, for an attacking tactic, we do keep quite a lot of possession, I suppose, because we're trying to win it back so much. A lovely goal there from Molina. But yeah, we're so high pressing against teams like this. We just win it back quickly and they just can't get out. Yeah, 8-2 against Leganés, 17th of May there. 24 shots, 16 on target with a 4.52 XG. We had 77% possession, which is kind of what I'm trying to get at. We can just dominate games in this tactic, even though it is incredibly attacking. Still got some money in the bank. I don't think we have any debts, or maybe a bit of transfer debt, but nothing major there. Some good players come through. Mario Rivera, he doesn't look it, actually. I'm not sure he'll make it, just because he hasn't got the finishing qualities yet, but maybe he'll develop. We've got a lot of young players here. Hector, I think, is one who will make it. 6'3", whether he's playing midfield or up front, I think he looks fantastic. Trying to develop others, like Samu Omarodian. He's got a lot of game time this year. You can see Gyökeres with 49 goals, Cavalier with 19, Samu with 16, Darvic and Tony with 13 each. Lots of assists, as you can imagine. Samu Omarodian got 21 assists, Darvic 14, Rego with 11. Rego's another one. Keep an eye out for him. Wonder kid. Bring him in if you can. If you can get him cheap enough. And there's the Argentinian lad I was talking about for 9 million now. You can always get him in the third season. He just gets to that age where he's looking to move on, I guess, from River Plate. Sold Kareem Kanai. We didn't want to, but he must have had a minimum fee release clause, which I didn't realise. Only bought him for 12.75. Sold him for 44.5. So it's not bad. We got a lot of strikers as well, so I don't think it's the end of the world. Griezmann went 45.5 million. Can't turn that down. Samuel Lino went for 32.5 million. Depay for 10.75. I think some of these were in the January of last year, actually. I think some of them. So I probably already showed you a bit of that. But it just shows how much money we're bringing in compared to what we spent this summer. We brought in Darvic for 38.5 million. It's a lot of money, but I just think that potentially, he's only 19. He's already a wonder kid. He's going to be class. Rego, 32 million again. He's a wonder kid. He's got that potential. I think they could be world class. And Mastantuono, who's coming in, could be. And 51 million for Ignacio. Again, another good, fairly young player. Knocked out the Spanish Cup quarter final. Knocked out the Super Cup semi-final by Real Madrid. We were knocked out the playoff round by Inter Milan in the Champions League. It's third again in the league, but we got top scorer with Gyökeres, best average rating. Second average rating was Samu Omarodian. He got the most assists, 17 assists. Player of the matches, Gyökeres was second with 8 of them. A lot of yellow cards from Seawald. He's playing a ball, winning midfielder, I think, to be fair. But we're getting close. We are getting very close to Real Madrid and Barcelona now. Normally we were about 75 to 80 points, I think, in the last couple of seasons. Now we're on 91 points. We're not too far away. We're scoring over 100 goals a season. We're almost there, I think. Got pressing forward on attack. Well, 3 of them on attack. We got the 2 wide ones are going to stay wider and mark the fullbacks. The central one's going to mark the DM. We've got 2 attacking midfielders on support and a ball-winning midfielder on defend, who's obviously getting all the yellow cards. 2 inverted wing-backs on support, ball-playing defender on defend, and sweep keeper on attack. Positive mentality. We'll play out defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, be more disciplined, high tempo and wide. Go and be more disciplined just so that people actually follow the instructions I'm putting. Hopefully we don't concede too many. We'll roll it out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press, and then out of possession, high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent the goalie distribution, get stuck in and step up more. This really is a great tactic. I didn't expect it to work this well. I think, when I first did the first video, I didn't expect this to turn into a save as well. I just kind of enjoyed playing with Atletico Madrid. I enjoyed trying to overhaul their squad and use this tactic. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Here we go, guys. Goes back with the next Atletico Madrid save. This is season 4, and we've switched the tactic up a bit, and it worked incredibly well. I'll just take you through some of the scores that people got. Gyökeres, 35 goals. He got 47 last year. Down a little bit, but this tactic works brilliantly, attacking and defensive. Only conceded 16 goals this year. Bit of a spoiler when you get into our league form, which is insane. 27 goals from Omrodian. Calvert-Lewin from the bench, pretty much. Got 20 goals. 18 goals, 10 assists from Felix. Again, didn't play all the time. Yamal, we got this guy in on free. Barcelona weren't playing him. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even bother looking for him. I just assumed Barcelona would be playing him, and he was playing amazing. And I spotted a little note coming up saying Vigo trying to get Yamal or something like that. I thought, no, we can't have that. So I had to go in for him. But he got 16 goals, 17 assists. Rego did well with 10 goals and 13 assists. Seawald and Kjaer did well as well. Really good signings this summer, I believe. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but you'll see with our form that it worked. Molina went out to Man City for 31 million. DePaul, 1.7, and Hermosa, 375 grand. They were out of contract, so getting any money was good. Simeone for 23.5 million. Stantuono came in 9 million. Back out to River Plate for the season on loan, which I think's helped his development. And Cappy in for 78 million. He looks fantastic. Sildia for 21 million. I think that's a bit of a steal, but this is the biggest steal. Like I mentioned earlier, Yamal on a free, which is just madness. 231 left in there, 31 million left in the transfer budget, 600 grand wage budget. We've got no debt, only 49 to 50 million in the balance though, but still doing really well on that front. Keep up to track with improving all your facilities when you're doing your saves. It's a little tip I like to do, but the Atletico Madrid, they won't let me improve the youth facilities anymore, even though one of the tasks is to be the best have the best youth development in the country, but never mind. We won the Spanish Cup 2-1 against Barcelona. We also beat Real Madrid in the semi-finals, so we definitely deserve to win that trophy. Knocked out in the quarter-final by Napoli in the Champions League, which is a bit disappointing, but we won the league. First time in this save so far with 103 points. Seawald got 11 assists, Yamal got 10 assists, Diamonde second there in average rating. It's incredible. Oblak, this is where I was really surprised with this tactic. 26 clean sheets, 38 games there for Oblak. A lot of yellow cards as well. So it is. I thought this tactic is incredibly attacking, but somehow it's given us 33 wins, 4 draws, 1 defeat. Only lost to Real Madrid 1-0. A little bit disappointing because that was at home, but we scored 123 goals, conceded only 16, which is just crazy. Like, when you see the tactic, it is quite attacking. Well, actually, I would say very attacking. And it still defends very well. Perfect tactic in my eyes for people to give a go at. We've got most goals, most shots, fewer shots against. We're 5th in best possession. We were 8th in dribbles. But importantly, most clean sheets and fewest conceded by 10 goals. I don't think I've ever gone a season, especially in a top league like Spain, only conceding 16 goals. Incredible. This is the tactic. Give it a go. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. 2 advanced forwards on attack, 2 inside forwards on support, with shoot less often, roam from position and sit narrow as their instructions. 2 volantes on support, shoot less often, tackle harder. 2 wing backs on attack, run wide with the ball, shoot less often, stay wider and tackle harder. Or 2 ball playing defenders on defend with tackle harder, and a sweep keeper on support, no extra instructions. Fairly simple, I think, this tactic, but works perfectly. Positive mentality. We've got passing to space. We'll overlap left and right. Focus the play down the left and right. Play out of defence. Low crosses. Work the ball in the box and a higher tempo. It's really, really fun, this tactic. In transition, we take short kicks, distribute to the centre backs, counter and counter press. Out of possession, high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent the goalkeeper distribution. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. I hope you do give it a go, because I know I've said it about a few tactics if you watched in my videos, but I really do think this might be the best tactic I've used. Definitely give it a go. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed the save. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please remember to like, subscribe, and take care. Alright, here we go, guys and girls. Back with the next Atletico Madrid episode. So I'm going to start you off with a little bit of gameplay. We had a comment on the last video just to show you some gameplay, let you see how this tactic kind of works. And while I'm on, please remember to like and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the content. But as you can see, I've kind of paused it at this point because you can see we've won the ball, counter-attack, and we have kind of emptied the midfield. We've gone with about 8 people up front. The volantes are pushed forward with the advanced forwards, and then you've got the wing backs and the inside forwards sort of keeping that width. So we are going to struggle if we lose the ball, but because we've countered so quickly, there's only like 3 people from Real Madrid actually back marking about 5 or 6 of us there. It leads to a goal, really good goal from Lamine Yamal, but it's a very adventurous tactic. And as you can see, when we're building out from the back, this is the kind of setup we get. So you've got the 2 centre-backs creating a box with the Segundo Volantes, and then the 2 wing-backs holding the width. Then up front you'll have the inside forwards dropping in. They're roaming from position, looking for the ball all the time. The advanced forwards are just smashing that defence back as much as they can to create space for everyone else. You can see Kimi goes down the right into Lamine Yamal, back to Diamande. So it's adventurous because we lose the ball here. Hendrick's in behind the Segundo Volante, but everyone kind of, because of the high press, they all push back to try and win the ball back. We get it back with Upamecano, which is nice. Lamine Yamal goes all the way back to the keeper, and as you can see, there's Segundo Volantes drop back in to create that box. They'll kind of push forward more here when you're into the final third. So as you can see, we've only got 2 centre-backs back now, really, so we have left quite a big space there. But we've took 4 Real Madrid players out of the game almost, because our Segundo Volante is ahead of them, but still not in the box just yet. We've only got the 2 advanced forwards in the box, another inside forward on the right, trying to get in. Capio left back with the ball, looking to whip it over, and then out of shot, you probably can't see Hakimi here, who's going to be holding his width there. And we're kind of creating overloads, that's the aim with this. So we're looking to get, like, it's a good goal there from Lukaku, we're looking to get the Volante inside forward, advanced forward into those channels between the centre-back and the full-back. And it just creates loads of options and their defence just can't handle it, basically. Here we go, building it up from the back. And Capio wins a penalty. This is the other thing as well, because you create so much pressure, you're putting the opposition in trouble a lot of the time. You're going to win a lot of penalties as well. You win quite a lot of free kicks. Lukaku scored a lot of goals this year, but a lot of them were through penalties. It's a good penalty there, although I'm not sure about Courtois' dive. Just kind of fell over there, didn't he? But yeah, I mean... And by the way, this is the Champions League final I'm showing you. So this year, we actually won the Champions League with this tactic. I think in total, we... I can't remember how many goals it was now. We scored 194 goals in total this year, which is just mad. That's like league and cups and everything, but it just shows how great a tactic this is. And to be fair, to do this against Real Madrid is not easy. They are probably the best team in the game at the moment, maybe alongside, you'd argue, Barcelona, Liverpool, Man City, but Barcelona on this aren't quite as good as Real Madrid, and I think Real Madrid's team is better than City's and Liverpool's at the moment. So to do this to Real Madrid is impressive. We've got a very good team now. And that's the other thing as well. Let me know in the comments if you want this save game file. I'm still playing it, obviously, so there'll be hopefully a couple more episodes, but we do get to the end of this save. Let me know if you want the save game file. I'll put it on the Patreon page and then you can have a go at it. I suppose it's a good one because there's no debt and it's really good players here. As you can see there, we've kind of not overloaded them, but got a lot of players in the box there. For them in the box, so the Volantes kind of were on the edge of the box. They don't always commit into the box to try and to try and get goals. They are on support, they're not on attack, so they are a little bit more reserved, although very adventurous. But we played very well. 16 shots, 9 on target, 3.82 XG with 57% possession, 19 fouls. So we are trying to win the ball back quickly. But it's a great tactic. So, take you through what we did this season. I've got the gameplay bits out the way. So these are some of the transfers we did. We loaned in Hakimi. He's coming in for 45 million. He's 29, but really good player. We're gonna try and we're gonna get this Klaus Stilling. I think he could be phenomenal. He's only 17. Looking at the stats he's got, we've got the offer there for 19 million. Hopefully we'll get him in. So Hakimi came in on loan. He's done very well. We'll show you some of his stats shortly. Sold a few people. So Serrano and Leverkusen 6.75 million. Calvert-Lewin Saudi for 42 million. Ivan Toney 20.5 million. Real San Sebastian and Rivera. Youngster went to Liverpool. Didn't really come on that much, so I don't think that's too bad. Although the fans weren't too happy. Lukaku came in for free. 35, I know, only for a season really that we brought him in for, but he was phenomenal. I'll show you how many goals he scored shortly. It was insane. Gibbs White came in, he was more just going to be a backup option. Didn't really play, so we actually ended up, I think we ended up loaning him out. Yeah, Lukaku, 49 starts. 3 sub-appearances, 61 goals with 6 assists. That is mental. I mean, I thought he'd do okay and get quite a few goals, but didn't think he'd do that well. 40 goals in 32 starts in the league. Just madness. 7.78 XG in the league. He's had probably the best season of his career, I would say there. And then Omarodian, 19 goals. Gyökeres, 19. Rego, 17, Felix 16, Yamal 13, Kjaergaard got 10. He's not just, well, I don't think he was just playing left back. I mean, he's covering in those attacking positions from the bench. I guess Capia was mainly playing as our left back, I believe. So we won the Spanish Cup, Super Cup, 4-2 against Barcelona. Knocked out by Barcelona in the quarter-final of the Spanish Cup, unfortunately. I've shown you the Champions League win. 4-0 against Real Madrid. Very impressive. And we won the league again. 98 points, 104 goal difference. So playing amazing. 40 goals from Lukaku, average rate 7.78. 15 assists from Rego, 13 from Hakimi, very good. Lots of yellow cards. 11 player of the matches for Lukaku. We've been the best team this season. We definitely deserve to win the league. 137 goals, only conceding 33, so that's really good. We only lost twice to Girona and Valencia. Drew with Real Madrid twice, so we won 31 games, drew 5, lost 2. Impressive season. Obviously, we scored the most goals. We had the most shots. We had the fewest shots against. We're not in pass completion, but we're third in possession, so we are retaining the ball well. We're not in dribbles made, so it's a bit more of a passing tactic to get into the areas you need to be in. 4th in clean sheets, but 2nd in the goals conceded, only 5 behind Real Madrid. So the defence dropped off a little, but I think our attack's got a bit better. So it's still a very well balanced tactic. I mean, this is the tactic. Did show you in the last video, but I'll show you again now. We've got 2 advanced forwards on attack, inside forward on support with shoot less often, roam from position and sit narrower. 2 volantes on support with shoot less often and tackle harder. We've got 2 wing backs on attack, run wide with the ball, shoot less often, stay wider and tackle harder as their extra individual instructions. We've got 2 ball playing defenders on defend with tackle harder, and sweep the keeper on support, no extra instructions. With positive mentality, pass into space, play out of defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, focus the play down left and right, overlap left and right, and we're a higher tempo. And in transition, we take short kicks, distribute the centre backs, counter and counter press. And then out of possession, we've got a higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often and prevent the goalie distribution. It is a very, very good tactic. Please give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Hope you enjoy it as much as I am. Now, there's a few players going to probably be leaving this summer. These are the players I'm kind of scouting as well. So if we do eventually get the Sabian fight, you'll get all my kind of scouting and stuff like that. I think we're going to bring this Axel in. He looks really good. Now, if Lukaku's going, because I think he's going to be retiring, we'll probably have a look at that shortly. So, yeah, I think we'll go for Aksoy. I need a goalie because Oblak's out of contract, but I've got 410 million. So I'm going to have a look for a goalie shortly and see what I can do. Possibly at Tableau, whatever he's called there, that lad. As you can see, Kimi's going to be coming in, but Lukaku, Moldovan, Oblak, possibly Upamecano, Felix, Gyökeres might get sold. We'll see. I know they're very good players for us, but 28-29, this is when we're going to get a lot of money for them potentially. Maybe Darvic, he hasn't really been playing, but I suppose it depends. If Felix goes, he might get some more game time. Maybe Gibbs White, maybe Antonio Silva, because he's played 30 games, but he's still alienated in his playing time, which is a bit strange to me. So these are the kind of players I'm probably going to be looking to move on. So it might be quite a big summer, big change for a team that's performing well. Bit of an overhaul, which might seem a bit strange, but I suppose you want to have a bit of fun with the game as well. Bring in some new players, try out some new players, and see if we can improve as well, which would be crazy considering the season we've just had with the Champions League win and the league win and scoring so many goals. Thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video, and take care. Here we go, guys. It goes back with the next Atletico Madrid save. Starting off with a little gameplay here in the Madrid derby, us against Real Madrid. You can see Garnacho scored a little insight into one of our signings this year. Obviously take you through that shortly. Please remember to like and subscribe though. I hope you're enjoying the content and enjoying the tactics. If you're trying them out, let me know how you get on. See what they're trying to get through. Vinny Jr. on the break. We win it back. A little bit lucky potentially. I suppose that's what this tactic's about. It's just putting the pressure on the opposition as much as you can. Trying to score more than them. Not really worrying too much about defending, but also pressing as a team as soon as they win the ball back. Oh, that's our new striker. He was offside there though, but not a bad effort. And another one from him. He played really well this year. I'll take you through the stats of how people play, because as Rego smashes his second of the game in, what actually happened as well this year is Oblak went on a free. He was 35. I think he actually went to Barcelona as their backup goalie on a free, but which is fine. So we had to bring another goalie in, and the Lukaku retired. He was 35 as well, but he had a hell of a season last year. If you didn't see that, go and have a look at the last video we put out. He scored 61 goals that season. His best season ever, which is outrageous when he was in his final season, turning 35. Rego here building this up. He's a brilliant player. Definitely, if you can get him, go and get him. Plays in Portugal, so I can't remember who for now. He's a very, very good player. Still there at Seawold. On to Danny, youngster, came through the ranks. He's not a bad option. Puts it into Gyökeres. Beautiful finish. There was a bit of interest in Gyökeres. He was kind of interested in going to Arsenal. Decided not to sell him. They were only offering 54 million. He's worth about 100. We agreed if anyone came in for like 112 million, I'll sell him. But to be honest, if they'd come in like 80 or 90, I might have. But to go like half of what he's valued at felt a bit of an awful offer really from Arsenal. Capia there on the Seaworld. Into Omarodian. I think that's offside though. But he's turned into a very good player. Kind of makes like not having Lukaku not too bad. And bringing in the new Turkish striker. Oxoy, I think he's called. But lovely performance there. I know they got a man sent off, but we're already 2-0 up. With 23 shots, 17 on target, 3.73 XG. Only 50% possession with 13 corners. Everyone played brilliantly. Still playing this 4-2-4 tactic, which I'll take you through. But it is the same tactic as in the last video. And I have put the link on the last video for the tactic if you want to use it. Feel free to. Let's have a look, see how we did this year then. Finances, not great in balance, 15 million in debt, but 241 million transfer budget, a lot of wage budget, 2 million wage budget. Projection's not great, but because we've got no debt, or bit of net debt, I think, then we'll be fine. The chairman normally just puts a little bit of money in, we keep ticking over. Let's see what transfers we did. So on the outgoings, the main one was just Antonio Silva. He wasn't getting any game time. Still a brilliant player. We let him go 56 million. I thought that was okay money for him. We brought in, Kimi came in on the permanent deal, 44.5 million. Played fantastic again this year. Marzinkowski, who went back to team in Poland, I think it is. Lech Poznan maybe. They just develop a bit more, but he's a very good signing for 2.9 million. That's an absolute steal. This is our new goalie, 36 million, James Trafford. Decent goalie, probably we can maybe get better ones, but he's 6'6", got good stats everywhere, good sort of rushing out, sweeper keeper, so yeah, I'm happy with him. Oxoy, 20 million, this guy's a bit of a steal as well. Wonder kid, only 20-year-old, did fantastic this year. Really, really good player. Rios didn't really get a lot of game time, but he's one for the future. He's only 18. He's going to be really good. Vermeulen, 20 million. He went back to Belgium to develop a bit more. He wasn't anywhere near as good when I signed him, but he looks like he's developed brilliantly. So really, really good to send him back to get more game time. Did the same with De Los Santos. So we brought in quite a lot of youngsters. So what we will do is this save game file at the end of the save will go on my Patreon page. So if you want to play on with this team, you can. And we've got a lot of great youngsters coming through. And Garnacho, 120 million. Big summer signing. He played brilliantly. He is class on this game. And he's originally from Atletico Madrid in their youth team before he went to Manchester United. So I thought it was nice to bring him back. I also wanted to bring back Theo Hernandez. We decided to go Real Madrid, annoyingly. But never mind. We played brilliantly this year. Omarodian, 35 goals, 10 assists. He's coming on fantastic. His physical's brilliant. 6'4", just a handful, isn't he? Oxoy, this guy, 26 goals in 49 games. He played DM, right wing and up front. He's obviously a striker, but played really well. Gyökeres got 26 goals. Yamal, 17 goals, 22 assists. He's only 21, still coming on brilliantly. Rego's 23 now, one of the best in the world. He got 14 goals, 24 assists. Garnacho, 12 goals, 18 assists. A lot from the bench as well, so that's really good numbers. Kjaergaard got 12 goals and 14 assists. Now those are impressive numbers because he was pretty much playing left back all season as well. And everyone else played really well. Seawald 16 assists. Hakimi got 14 assists. He is 30 now, 30-year-old, but still a fantastic player. Let's go and have a look at the competition, see how we did. Knocked out the semi-final of Champions League, unfortunately, by Spurs. Runner-up in the Super Cup. Knocked out in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup by San Sebastian. But we won the Spanish Cup. Beat Barcelona 1-0 in the final. Not bad. Almost won the league. Second in the league by 1 point. I mean, that is a close season, isn't it? Barcelona won 96 points. We were second, joint with Real Madrid on 95 points. We had a better goal difference than both. Marodian second in goals with 23. Assists there. Rego with 18. Yamal 16. Kjaergaard with a lot of yellow cards. But we're okay with that. With a high pressing, high energy team. 119 goals, only conceded 30. Disappointing. Lost to Barcelona there 4-0. That's really the nail in the coffin there. Even just a draw there wins us the league. It's a shame, but still a good season. Still shows us this tactics working well, I think. Got the most goals, third in shots, second in fewer shots against Barcelona. Brilliant, weren't they? We are fifth in possession. We weren't even there on the dribble, so maybe that's something we need to look at. Third in clean sheets, joint second in fewest conceded. Really, really good season, I think. Still got a bit of silverware, still played very well. This is the tactic. I'll take you through it quickly, but 2 advanced forwards, 2 inside forwards on support, 2 volantes on support, 2 wing backs on attack, 2 ball playing defenders on defend, and a sweep keeper on support. Now, I know there is extra instructions. Like I say, the link to the tactic is in the last video, or more of a deeper dive into the tactic is in the last video, so go and check that out. Positive mentality, passing the space, clear defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, focus played on left and right, overlap left and right, higher tempo, in transition but take short kicks, distribute to centre backs, counter and counter press, out of possession with higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent the goalie distribution. Fantastic tactic. Give it a go. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate any support I get on the YouTube channel. Like I say, we've got the Patreon channel, so go and check that out. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.